Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jackson, first play, going to throw.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Right side. There's Likely with it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Ravens at 11-3 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Jackson going to look to run with it. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs
at their 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
75 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson.
Complete to Likely. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
You gotta make a move!
Now Dobbins.
And he'll go down at the 28.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterback. Manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Going up top. And incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Now Pickett.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd and 12, Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
In motion left goes a tight end. On the give, this is Harris. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Again, it's Harris. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, touchdown number 18 on the year. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man, complete.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Take it all the way to the 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Pickett back to throw. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
With Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run right on the option. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
This is Harris on the draw. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign. They'll send the tight end in motion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The man in motion left here, Johnson. They hand this off to Harris. And some space here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start by running the option to the right. He pitches it out to the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Six yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Pickett. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw.
He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
One final shot for Pickett.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took on the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team's season.
So for Baltimore, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be back home next week.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6-4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them timber.